Okay, pants off, ready to start podcast.
WAM slowly removes his pants and surf into the position. Everyone watches, everyone readies up, and we begin. This is where the intro song. this is where the intro song comes in. Oh boy. So, welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to dia.log, the Game Matters podcast.
Super secret Saturday night crime drama edition.
I thought it would be Padoro edition, but yeah, we'll make do.
Oh, hell yeah, thank you for reminding me.
Padoro, god damn.
Hold on. Gotta pull up the fucking lyrics.
Oh boy. To listeners, I am sorry for bringing this up.
This is the fucking parry move in a fighting game.
God damn, and quite long too. So this is episode 21 for those who have not kept track. And we are basically in the penultimate episode for the year.
I don't know. This is our final episode for the year. It's just
final episode of the year actually.
It's just that we have the awards show after this.
Oh yeah, that's basically.
God.
We'll talk about that later. But basically, this will be the last normal recording, and the penultimate episode for the year. So, we'll get it through. We'll let you guys know about it. So, what's the song?
Hashire soriyo kaze no yoni tsukimi hara wo badoru.
Well, those on video, you'll see more anime girls in Santa Claus. For some
can you please
reason.
Photoshop my icon onto the Padoru thing? That'd be great.
That's on the thumbnail. Oh boy. Okay, so for this episode, let's introduce ourselves first. Okay, remember the flow. Okay. So first we start with the person that just sung lovely on the song that just sung us that lovely song. One Amirul, Wam, say hello.
Hello.
Yeah, you can speak properly, don't worry. Next, we have Daniel, say hello.
Hello.
He cannot say hello properly, I'm not sure about that. And last but not least, we have Anan, say hello.
What up?
Hello is not in his dictionary for now. We'll update him later. And I am Amirul
I thought
Mekaras
you-
Ashraf.
I thought we programmed him in C++. He should be able to say hello world.
Check the semicolons. Probably we added too much. Some syntax.
Yeah. It's true. When it was my turn to write the code, I didn't know what to do, so I just wrote a bunch of semicolons.
That's the thing we need to debug. And I am Amirul Mekaras Ashraf, and I will say hello for you listeners out there. Whew! That's the intro. And
Yeah.
and
Diversion. Wait, no, were you gonna say something? Because if not, I have a great diversion.
okay, so I will put the diversion. So one thing, if you listen to, was it last episode where we talked about the PS Classic?
Yes, that was last episode.
Okay, just to clarify, when I say Paul, I meant Pal, P-A-L. I just realized that. No, I just realized that I have this problem where thanks to my school upbringing, I say when I see P-A-L, I say Paul instead of Pal. So there was a time where we have to say pen Paul instead of pen pal. and we had to say flour instead of flower.
Well,
That was
that's correct though. It is flaw.
Yeah.
yeah,
Mm.
and it boggles my mind because I consume American English content and then we are taught in English, like British English. Also, instead of poem we say poem.
That one is just Malaysian.
So those three instances where I personally have grudges with three different English teachers because of those three words. And yeah,
God.
that's
Different madhab.
different school of thought, yes. And that's where we differ. But just to put it out there. So when I say Paul, that I meant Pal. But it should be correct nevertheless. The whole thing was on as far as I know, correct. Okay, let's move on to the real thing that we need to do is discuss what we've been up to the past 2 weeks.
Wait. Before we get to that, my diversion needs to,
Okay, now
I
the
was-
diversion is
saw-
deployed.
because I saw something yesterday that made me think, because we did the whole Christmas thing just now. Christmas is coming up. We need dia.log festive gift cards, right? So I have an exercise for everyone in the group, and if you're listening at home, you can do this too. Think of a simple 2-line holiday greeting for you. Like imagine they're making a poster with your face and a simple 2-line holiday greeting. Because what I saw was like, give a lot, receive something. I can't remember. It was really lame. So you go around the table. Everyone say something.
I have already. But I would like
Okay,
to be
Meck,
last.
go.
I would like to be the last
Oh,
one.
okay.
Wait, now we wait for the other two.
Mm.
Is it, I don't know, Daniel.
Oh, 2 words Well, you know my 2
Two
words
lines.
already.
2 lines.
2 lines. You know my lines already.
Say it
We
anyways.
just said that. We just said that like literally like 2 minutes ago.
Aduh,
Yes.
Oh boy, so I have to edit business and business cards. I have to edit Christmas cards for the video version. Is that what you're saying?
Yes.
Okay.
God,
So-
I'm trying to remember what mine was.
In the meanwhile, Anan,
Sorry, what?
Your Christmas card idea. Go.
I don't know. I have no idea.
Okay, I don't know. I have no idea here. Okay, fine.
eh, mine should be
Mine
easy.
is what is it?
Go.
Credit artists and eat pussy. That's it.
Fair enough. And mine
God damn, being attacked by mosquitoes.
and mine would be a bastardization of another song lyric. It should be Jimbo Gel, Jimbo Gel, Jimbo Gel all the way. Yeah, Naked Jeans. The best of one. And maybe you are all pantsless right now, right? So it fits the criteria.
Oh god, that quote needs to be on the thumbnail this week. We are all pantsless right now.
Allegedly, we are recording this
Allegedly.
without pants, and you do not know because you are either just listening in or you do not see the video of us not wearing pants. You have to decide whether we are wearing or not. So yeah, that should be the diversion.
Yes.
Although that does bring up one point. I think I have an idea on how we're going to revolutionize this podcast. Because I don't know if you've read this. I'll talk about this more during the WAM Power Hour that's coming up.
Oh boy.
But I don't know if you've read Pornhub's terms of service, but you don't have to upload porn to Pornhub. I think we should start uploading the podcast to Pornhub. I'm just saying.
Literally while I'm sipping some water, a good thing that nothing was sprayed. God damn.
But isn't it Pornhub like banned in Malaysia?
We are targeting international, baby. The international crowd.
Everything international. We I seriously want to do this now. Also, I wrote an article like last year about how to get around pesky government blocks. It's fine.
Okay, I guess that should be the diversion.
Okay, yeah, now let's actually get to the topics.
Man, we are desperate now. Desperation leads to creativity. But okay, let's back to the main, the meat of the show, the things that
Meat
you
and
are here.
potatoes.
The meats and potatoes. Your belated Thanksgiving dinner. What have we been up to? Based on the docket, we are now organizing very neatly. We follow from person to person now, so that is why we have a dedicated WAM power hour again. So looking forward to that. But
Mm-hmm.
well, let's start with my 2 weeks. So first thing is something very fresh. On the time of recording, I just came from an event by Asus. So if you have been listening to dia.log in the recent time, you might have heard us talking a lot about Acer and Acer products, to the point that maybe if you are very cynical, you might have thought that we here at Gamer Matters might have been sold to the soul of Acer. So for the betterment of the crew, for the betterment of the site, I have volunteered myself to defect from the cult of Acer and join Team Asus for the day. To the point that I tried to bring Wam and Daniel coming with me, but no, they are very loyal. So I am the
Listen,
sole
man,
defector.
My flag is a 5-figure check from Acer.
Same.
Man, but
And by 5-figure check, I mean a free speaker that they gave me for one event.
oh, but so not to worry. So kidding aside, so we are just doing our job as members of the media to cover things. So the Asus launch, how do you pronounce it? Asus? Anyway, what saw was the launch of two new laptops, the Asus ROG Zepherus S. So if you are familiar with the name Zephyrus for gaming laptops, this is one of the thinnest gaming laptops. And apparently, I think last year was the first launch, and now they launched Zepherus S for Malaysia, which is even more thinner. I cannot think of it. And it's basically gamer-friendly specs lah. 144Hz refresh rate, Intel Core i7-8750, so basically Kaby Lake is 8 gen. What else? Very much cooling, and also if you know, this is one of the laptops that if you pull it up, the screen, it literally expands, so it can give more cooling area. So when you pull it down, like you close it down, it's very thin, but when you pull it up, it expands a bit, so you can see some mechanism climbing up. Okay, no sound lah, but I'm just picturing you.
Making sound.
You can imagine the Transformer sound pulling out. Thin bezels, stuff like that. Also, it's one of the laptops that have like that weird keyboard layout where they put all of the keyboards down, and there's like half of the top side of the surface is just surface. Even though it's weird looking when you put it on the desk, like the way they display it, it feels good. The keyboard feels good. The WASD feels good, and also it runs Hitman 2. They put on Hitman 2, and I was there, so I guess my defection was prophesized early. They know I wanted to come there, and they know that I am the resident Hitman guy, and I was there. God damn!
Resident Hitman sounds like a great Capcom game.
They should make that. To the point that even while I was networking with the people over there, and then say that when I mingle with the other media members who are just from the media but not gaming media, so when I introduce myself, oh, I'm from Game Layak and Gamer Matters. So, oh, gamer. So what games do you play?
That one over there.
No, the best thing. No, I didn't. At that point, I was just like, Hitman 2. With the exclamation point, not exclamation, with the question
Question
mark So then when after the whole shebang of the presentation, also the presentation. Remind me about the presentation. We'll get there, but let's finish the Hitman talk first. So because
20 more minutes to go.
oh god, I forgot to put the clock in. God damn it, yeah. Time extended. It's working. My stand is working. So once the presentation was done, I went to the demo area, and apparently, oh, that is a Hitman 2 setup. So without further ado, I just played the whole level. And everyone was there, taking B-roll. So yeah, for those good B-rolls of me playing Hitman 2, yeah, that was me. That was me. Nobody else touched that game before me. I want to put it that out. But during my playtime, I would like to say that I already mastered the level that I talked in the previous episodes about the New Zealand, the one with the house, the one where I say Irham is a beach. But I meant that the place is actually on the beach. So yeah, that one. Call back. Basically almost beasted the whole level lah, but I screwed up a bit. But while I was playing, there was basically another media member, a lady over there said, oh, Hitman 2, huh? Oh, you're pretty good at this. Well, apparently I was a bit dumbfounded lah. Oh, you know about Hitman 2? Yeah, I played Hitman 2. I played the Hitman 1, no. Whoa! I actually found a Hitman fan. Of all
And
places,
now they're getting married.
Oh, that's too much, man. I just no. We'll get there. No. I mean, the story will get. You know what I mean? Not the marriage. Basically, I beasted on the Hitman to the point that they are very confused and why do you hit those people with the expired cans of spaghettis? No, I'm playing Hitman, so I'm hitting people, right? So apparently, yeah, I just discovered that she is none other than Yingzi. Hopefully I got your name right. Yingzi, Yingtze. Apparently, she is a cosplayer and a streamer with a Facebook page with 144k followers.
Wow.
Wait,
Okay.
I'm looking this up now.
Yingzi 1206 on Facebook. And that is the height of the earth and the sky. No, man.
What was the numbers again? 1206.
1206.
Okay.
We are on another level. So, but yeah, it's still a very interesting meeting where I actually found someone who actually plays Hitman, which is very interesting. So, ladies and gentlemen, remember, if you are good at Hitman 2, show off. You might never know.
That's pretty cool.
And yeah, she did
she doesn't have
Hitman.
she doesn't have like a podcast with 4 people on it or anything, but you know, she's okay.
Yeah, she's okay, I guess. Yeah, okay. The other laptop is the 73.3-inch STRIX SCAR 2 GL704. So
They made a gun around laptop.
yeah, the STRIX SCAR 2. I think the STRIX SCAR is a line of gaming laptops with. It has a 17-inch screen, but it is very compact that they are saying that the size of the whole thing is like 50.7-inch chassis. So 17-inch display in a 15-inch body. Something like that where they market it. Intel i7 Gen 8 NVIDIA GTX 1060 16GB RAM. All good stuff. And RGB. They demoed Call of Duty Black Ops 4 with this. It runs great, and I just want to mention that this is one of the games that make use of the custom LED software from Asus. I remember jumping into underwater at some point, and the keyboard goes blue, which is pretty neat. It's a good. It's one of those things that you do not want it, but when it's there, you say, "Hey, that's cool." Yeah, cool. A lot of ROG products. If you buy it right now, you'll get Black Ops 4 for free. You have to like register and claim it to Battle.net and stuff like that.
Battle.net, yeah.
Battle.net. I keep on forgetting the name. Despite that name is being very cool now. God damn it, why Blizzard? Why do you want to change it? Keep it Battle.net. So yeah, also the Zepherus S was running Hitman 2 on Ultra. It was hitting 60
Ooh.
FPS for the most of the time. It looks beautiful. Despite the small package, it packs a punch.
I would just like to update. I've been doing some research on friend of the podcast Yingze. She has cosplayed the Umu Lord, so she is officially cool.
I do not recognize that. So yeah, thank you for the research. Okay.
Her Twitter is Ying_Sir, by the way. Go give her a follow if you're listening to this.
Okay, I'm going to follow it now.
And tell her that dia.log sent you. If enough of you do this, then we'll sound so much cooler than we actually are.
Okay, so yeah, about the presentation. This is where I think my defection might be an instigation of war. When they present the whole thing, they did a show. So if the Acer guys have K-pop idols coming in and perform, Asus have B-boys doing robot dance to the tune of Bangarang, Skill Rex Bangarang.
Wait, what did they do to Bangarang? Sorry?
They do B-boy stuff. B-boy and robot dances.
Yeah.
To the B-boy or to Bangarang?
B-boy. Just Bangarang is Bangarang. Like, I'm not surprised, just disappointed.
Yeah, I mean, the whole thing about the ROG thing is like, oh, they want to do the mechanical thing, so they do a robot dance, which leads to, hold on, what was the point? Which leads to the launch of a fashion line, the ROG collection.
Ooh.
So apparently, Acer team up with Motor and Pestle for the fashion line.
Pestle and Mortar, yeah.
Yeah, the Pestle Motor branded Acer. No, Acer branded Pestle Motor. So for Asus and ROG, they just call it the ROG collection. So this is basically their product. They have two shirts. One is basically a white shirt with an ROG logo, but all of the ROG logo are made of like tiny Meck hands or something like that, robotic stuff. And the other is, it's called a lifestyle shirt. It's basically a black shirt with 3 squares, and each square has a logo. One says eat, and a logo of eat. The other is sleep with the logo of sleep. And then one says play and the logo of ROG in red. I mean, it tries to be cool. I think it's okay, but the product placement is kind of sour. But okay lah. Yeah, there you go. Apparently, Asus are also wanting an in on the fashionistas, the gamer fashionistas.
Streetwear,
lifestyle. If Acer and Asus goes to war, you can expect Acer bring in the artillery of mortars to shoot, while
and they're all
ROG,
operated by idols.
yeah, idol operated motors. while the team at ROG in the Republic of Gamers, they bring on the mechs and robots that drew b-boy dancers to your death. Yeah, I'm hoping for HP to
Burn your eyes out.
I'm hoping for HP Omen by HP to join so they can bring in their Legion of no, not Legion. To bring in shamans, the top bombers. And to whoever, to all the dead bodies, I hope that Lenovo by Legion by Lenovo necromance them and to bring them into the horde of legionaries. So yeah, we can instigate a war from here. Lifestyle war by PC hardware companies.
War.
So there you go. That's my Acer report. Asus report. Sorry. I wanted to be the mole, but I'm probably too timing right now. God damn it, my cover has been blown. Compromise.
Infidel. The stealth meter is like you've been alerted. Yeah.
The status has been alerted. Now I am throwing expired cans of spaghetti to the guards to ensure my safety.
Just quick Yingzi corner update.
God damn it,
So,
we are
of
putting on.
No,
I'm
no,
sorry,
I was
Izzy.
like,
I'm sorry.
no, it's like of her follow, like you know how Twitter shows like which one of the people you follow this person.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
Like fucking 3 like international people that I follow her, including the lead developer of Adventure Quest.
Mm.
Eating emoji.
Mm.
The other 2 are cosplayers. But yeah, interesting lead developer of Adventure Quest. Why don't you follow us? Huh? Buddy? Pal?
Any more synonyms? I forgot. Companion, ally. Okay.
Rakan Sebaya?
Rakan sebaya. Colleague. Compatriot. Oh, maybe we are going into the next point of that.
Comrade?
Okay, we should move on.
No, I was just gonna segue into our next topic was that you played this month's PS Plus game because we finally got a good PS Plus game, didn't we?
Uh-huh. So, for December, in Asia, we got this game called God Eater 2
Haram.
Rage Burst.
Haram, you cannot eat God.
Yeah, I'm basically to be punished for my sins playing this game. God damn it.
So how was it?
My first impression, no, the thing that I remember about this game is that this is sort of Monster Hunter but more anime. That is how I remember this game from all the media that I saw during the launch of the game, but I have not kept up with it. I did not touch it. So when I play it, the first thing I tried to do is, of course, make the most garish anime girl possible. But instead of making a garish anime girl, I just made female Wooly from the Super Best Friends.
Perfect.
Shout out to Wooly from the Super Best Friends. So basically, if you do not know, she the anime character I made is black with the green hair and purple eyes and matching accessories. So I wanted to make garish, but I listened too much to the Super Best Friend cast, and I remembered that garish equals to Wooly. God damn it! Now it's stuck in my mind. So I made I made female Wooly, but never mind about that. The whole thing is it was made for PS Vita, and it is very apparent. One is the FMV is very compressed, not just the pixelated images, but also some of the audio, which is weird because on like outside of the FMVs, the audio sounds fine, but on FMVs it sounds very compressed, very weird. The sound mixing is off. So that's a thing. But a good thing about the whole Vita thing is that the pace is very fast. As in, you jump in, you in the hub, you go into select a mission, you get a mission, you prepare, you go out, you do the mission in less than 5 minutes. If you are like in the early missions lah, you can pretty much easily beat them in less than 5 minutes. You're done, you get to the to the mission reward screen, and then you back to the hub with minimal loading times. So it's very fast paced. You keep on going from pop mission, pop upgrade, pop mission, pop update, and like for each story mission, you will get like very small bites of plot moving on. So there's a story going on here. So yeah, in terms of gameplay, it's very meshy. Unlike Monster Hunter, even though the whole the what you say, a lot of the intricacies of the mechanics are there, but I think from what I've played, it feels very meshy. I use a scythe, and so that also explains it. And also, you can have a second.
You really were playing Wooly.
A scythe, and also you also have a gun, which I picked a sniper. So basically, it's a Ruby Wooly. So long range and short range covered, nice. And yeah, it feels like if you are meshing yourself away, you can pretty much get away from the earlier missions. But even though there are some like intricacies, like you need to know a specific moves for specific weapons, but I don't think that is mandatory for your to progress. Yeah, you can basically just smash your way to victory. That's what I played of God Eater. I think it's I think it's pretty good. The design of the party members are questionable, but you can change the clothes, so it's not a problem. Thankfully,
I
you
need to
can
look this up. God Eater Resurrection, is it?
God Eater 2 Rage Burst. No, just Google God
Oh,
Eater 2
Rage.
because Rage Burst is like an expansion where they have like other stories. And apparently the main character for God Eater 2 Rage Burst is basically just Ruby. She has a scythe and she's red in color. So
Oh yeah.
I don't know, man. This is
Oh yeah, she is. She is.
just Google Nana. She's the questionable one. She's
Uh.
17 years old. Thankfully, you can put proper clothes. So that's the only gripe. And you also you cannot change audio because this one is one of the games where the English version is separate from the other languages. So you cannot change languages. But fine, I'm okay.
For the listeners, I would like to describe what I am currently looking at. If the panel would allow me to
Please.
enter this
Yeah,
into
sure.
the record. So I want you to imagine, if you will. First off, imagine a topless girl, right? And
Oh,
then
this is
she
crazy.
went, holy shit, my tits are out. So she took, those floor towels in hotel rooms, the ones for your feet. So she took that and tied it around her chest and went, okay, cool. I can be on Tumblr now because my female presenting nipples are gone. And then she was like, huh, my shoulders, like a specific tiny part of my shoulders are cold. So she took a shower curtain, cut it in half, and then wore it as a jacket. That's Nana. Also, she's got cat ears because, Japan.
Sort of cat ears. I think it's hair that is being pulled out. That on the back of her
No,
hair
I think
is
she's
like
a cat girl.
no, on the back of her hair is like hair clips, like 3 hair clips in crosses for some reason, and it's asymmetrical, which throws me off a lot.
Yeah,
but
she looks like she's got cat ears.
They were going for the cat ears look. It looks like cat ears.
I love her shoes though. Those are great shoes.
Yeah, if only I do
And
not
her
know.
giant hammer.
She's a hammer girl. If only I do not know that she's 17 years old, I would have let it slip. Thankfully, you can put clothes on her, so it is not a big issue.
Dad Meck strikes again.
Yeah, you must properly young little girl. Once you are 18.
Abah Mekronos.
Abah Mekronos.
Papa
Papa Mac. Big
Papa
Mac.
Medo Mac.
Literally Big Mac.
It's the other way around. He made her go back and change. This is Papa Mac, not Pedo Mac. The Syscon isn't here, so we don't have to worry about it.
Oh yeah, I see.
Oh no. No, we do not taint the podcast with the Cisco. Alright,
I feel like we should,
FBI, open up.
the fucking a dedicated fan should keep track of how long my combo is going of calling Irham a Syscon every episode.
for those who do not know, Irham is our punching bag for dia.log. He will remain be a punching bag until he appears for another episode, which he has yet to appear
Then
for
I
some
just call him a
while.
Syscon to his face.
Yeah.
Wait for CF.
So yeah, if you think you like Monster Hunter, this is basically your gateway drug to Monster Hunter. God Eater is a gateway drug to Monster Hunter. It's not exactly Monster Hunter because I also played Monster Hunter World.
Yeah.
For real this time.
How was it? So
So-
how was it? Tell me how it was.
For context, I'm a Monster Hunter virgin and I was a Monster Hunter virgin until the first beta rolled out, which was before release, last year. And I did some hunts. But I spent more time on the training side of things just to mess around with the weapons. And oh my god, this game is something else, because you know that the way Monster Hunter does this thing is way different than God Eater. Because when I play back the free trial that is available now, Not sure until the time of recording, but it is at the time of recording available. Oh my god, you have a lot of moves. There's a full move list that you can do. Like in comparison, like God Eater 2 for the scythe, in the basic moves you have is like three. I guess square combo, triangle combo is doesn't count. Like advanced move is like 3 special moves. Monster Hunter, you can chain your normal moves and also some other special moves, which is wow, this is a whole level of, you know how the brain is unlocked when you look at it. That's what I experience. Like when I press triangle and then the prompt on the top right says, "Oh, you have 6 other potential things that you can do." God damn! Oh, you can.
Wait, what weapon were you playing, anyways?
I was using long blade, the katana.
Longsword. Oh,
Longsword,
nice.
yeah.
Yes.
So yeah,
Nice.
that's a good poker, very good poker, and yeah, that just by pressing triangle and then it opens up. Oh, you can press R2 for this one, or you can press triangle and circle for a fade step, which you attack and then you evade one step back, which is pretty cool. And then you have the whole R2 thing where you need to fill up a meter using normal attacks and then use R2, which is basically a how you say, like a front sword swipe, basically like that, because normal attacks just is basically a long poke over and over, which is very tricky to use. Now that I figure that I played a lot, no, I played some of the hunts. I did the Great Jagras, which was okay, but the other one, the first for the expedition one, that caught me off. The weird dodo looking bird monster, Kulu what again?
Kuluyaku, yeah.
Yeah, Kulu. Yeah. That the problem is
you
because
can get it as a helmet later in the game.
the problem I face is because that it is very very thin. As in, it's long. The monster is very long but very thin. So which makes aiming the iron katana right, drag. I think I spent like 20 minutes chasing it the whole map, hoping that freaking Ajana didn't join my battle because goddamn that is another big monster.
You're talking about Kuluyaku or Jagras?
Kuluyaku.
Oh yeah. Secret for Kuluyaku. Its hitbox, it only has like 2 different, because for those of you who don't know, Monster Hunter, each region of the monster has a hitbox. So if you hit enough, you break certain parts of it. For Kuluyaku, it only has 2 regions, the head and the body. So yeah, you don't have to worry too much about it. Unless you're trying to get the beak, which increases the drop rate if you break the head. Most of your hits are gonna hit the body anyways, so just go ham. Also, yeah, longsword is the more combo based weapons. So yeah.
I see. But yeah, again, the difference of God Eater and Monster Hunter is very very large in terms of how intentional that you want your attacks are, because they have long startups and long cooldowns. Not the same
and
as
no
God Eater.
cancelling either.
Yeah,
no cancelling either.
No cancelling. So you have to be very intentful on how you swing that freaking weapon. And the way that the monster breaks is much more pronounced. I mean, it has not just like much more visual damage, but from what I understand, it also have a lot of gameplay aspects to it, like how many materials you get from breaking it or something like that, right? For God Eater, I think it simplified a lot of them, even though you do have like armor breakage and stuff like that. It's very simplified, so you don't see it a lot. And goddamn, the whole map is very large. I just saw Ancient Forest and I saw the number 14, which is goddamn. This is a huge map to run around.
Ancient Forest in particular will fuck you up.
I was just having fun, just traversing around. Oh, you can go up here. You can cross this. You can slide down this. It just goes on and on. Yeah, I like this kind of maps. God Eater 2 is basically a PS Vita game, so the map is very simple. You just have like A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H at most, or I think. So like very small regions, very simplified, nothing much to see. But I think both games are still worth a shot. So yeah, go play God Eater 2 if you have PS Plus right now. And if you have the time, if you are still listening while the trial is out, go try Monster Hunter World. It's on PS4 and Xbox One.
Yep. Yeah, that's actually part of the news later. But yeah, Monster Hunter World put out a free trial. You can play up to HR3. Go. You know what's weirdly fitting though? The first episode, one of the first topics of the first episode of dia.log was Monster Hunter World because it had just come out when we started this podcast, and now like last episode of the year, we're still fucking talking about Monster Hunter. Hell yeah!
Good
And we
God.
will keep on talking on the next one. Okay, let's move on. I think my stand has been working hard to extend the podcast. I did not put the timer on, sorry.
Okay,
It's okay.
now we have the Daniel corner. Let's go.
Okay. So I'm glad to see like Mac is enjoying his games. Unlike myself, who's been struggling just trying to finish up Fallout 76.
Obligatory country road? No.
Country.
Country
Country
road.
roads, take me home.
To the place.
It's so really long.
Soldier 76 for the show.
Ah! Sister,
God damn it. Okay,
It has to
okay.
be Vault Boy, but with Soldier 76's hit.
Oh, best part at the time of we're recording this, it's now at 79 ringgit, which is like $40 for what I've paid, and I'm really upset right now.
And you already bought the discounted version.
And I already bought the discount version like
It,
before December. I'm done.
you could say that Fallout 76 price is keep on falling down and falling out. Or in other words,
Tujunam.
in before Fallout 76 is 76 ringgit.
Nah. No, I have a joke that me and a friend of ours at Asus have. We're just waiting for 76 cents or 7 ringgit 60 cents.
My god, that's too cruel, man. So yeah, what are the horrors of Fallout 76 that you want to share with the crew?
Oh god. So besides the most obvious thing that the game is really buggy. It still is buggy, by the way.
It never
It's
will
like
not.
it'll never be. So like just like an hour ago before we start recording, before I went out to dinner, I played like an hour with some rando. We made a party and then we got and our quest, we had to do like this event quest. It glitched out like 30 minutes in. Good.
And it cannot be completed. And all your
And it
30
cannot be
minutes are
completed.
wasted. God damn.
Yep. Aduh.
Country road.
Take me home.
Bro.
To the place.
place.
I belong.
Well, besides the game, well, you know about our favorite publisher, Bethesda, screwing up the backs one. So
Okay, so
there's
we're going to
also a
talk
funny
about
thing.
Backgate.
Backgate.
Round 2.
Round
Back
2.
test
Let's go.
It's been a long 2 weeks. Where did we stop on Backgate last?
They are refunding the bags.
They're finding the backs.
I
It's not
think.
that they're fine. They're replacing the bags. Yeah, they'll send. So
Oh, yeah, they're
previously,
Yeah, that was what I
previously
want to
they said
say. I said,
we have discovered the No, we. Okay. I think I remember last episode. We only talked about the fact that they said they wouldn't do anything about it. They said, "Tough luck, you get plastic bags."
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
So in 2 weeks, they have this. Wait, no. Let's go in order. First, it was discovered certain influencers received canvas bags, not the same bag, but
Yeah.
but a different canvas bag. Then, after a lot of outrage and bad PR, they went, hey, we found enough canvas. There, we can meet. There's no longer a canvas shortage. We will send you the canvas bags in 6 months or something like that. Basically, they said they would send you the bag that they promised.
Mm-hmm.
You just have to show them like your proof of purchase and stuff. And then today, as of this recording, according to Reddit, so take this with a grain of salt. Apparently, people's proof of purchases are being declared invalid or unintelligible.
Oh no.
Oh no! Why?
It's the drama that keeps on giving. Baggate.
Oh my god.
Hold on.
Oh.
I wanted to react more about this, but there's one thing that I don't know. Is it related or adjacent to Backgate? The whole data leak.
Oh, that's also
yeah,
a part of
that-
it as well.
The freaking data leak. Of all things, you leak with customers' addresses on the public
But
side
that-
because they wanted to ask you for support.
No, man, it's because Bethesda cares about their community. So usually, like having some really shitty thing like this causes you to come together. You feel more united. So they're like, "Hey, you guys are all hella united now. How about knowing where you all live?"
God
So now,
And when you think it cannot be getting any worse, it could.
your data leaks.
Man,
Aduh.
the new cycle for Fallout 76 is, to say disappointment is now an understatement. I don't know
It's
what
the
is.
shitstorm that keeps on giving.
Hmm.
To the point
The
that I
trash fire
like-
that.
yeah, it's like a trash fire that you like the smell of it, and then you just can't stop looking at it.
No, it's like,
It's
you see a car
beautiful.
accident on the side of the road, right? You see a car accident on the side of the road, and you're like, okay, it's just a guy hit a wall or something. No big deal. And then suddenly the car catches fire, and then suddenly the car starts screaming everyone's credit card numbers one by one, and then and then the bridge collapses, and then there's no canvas bags in the world anymore. And
As long as
Aduh.
nobody stuck in a 6-hour traffic jam because of people watching this, I'm okay with this analogy.
that would
That-
be great if like all video games were delayed by 6 months because of Fallout 76 because no one got any work done.
Everyone want to cover Fallout 76. All coverage ended from video games to cover this trash fire. Goddamn! Please, Bethesda, I have no words for you. You made good single player games like Doom and Prey and Dishonored. I like to remember you as that.
Well, Doom was published by someone. Was published by Bethesda, but done by id. So
It's software, I think.
hell yeah, OG man. Oh, speaking of which, happy birthday to Doom. Doom just turned 25 years this week.
Yep.
Cheers, Doom.
Yay.
Please send us swag. Specifically me, I've been playing
Let's
Doom since I was
celebrate
4.
with playing Doom on a printer or toaster.
Dude,
On the fridge.
sorry, we're derailing you, Daniel, but this has to be entered into the public record. Fucking
Yeah,
Doom
yeah,
put
yeah.
out like a montage like to celebrate their 25 years, and the
Yes.
toaster dude was on that montage. It was great. Okay, yeah. So back to the Daniel corner.
So I think that's about it to talk about Fallout 76. I'm just thinking of just publishing the review like tomorrow or some instead of Monday.
Yeah,
Very
please,
convincing already.
please do. I would like to hear more of your thoughts. So stay tuned Stay tuned to gamermatters.com for the full review of Fallout 76, Fallout 76, Fallout 76, Fallout 76, Fallout Falling Out.
Fallout falling out. Speaking of falling out, so what about those Epic Game Stores, huh?
Oh,
Mm,
Epic Game
mm.
Store. Oh shoot, we should move all of this on the Daniel
Ah.
corner then.
Yeah.
Okay, continue. Set it up.
Okay, so last weekend there was the Game Award. Last weekend lah. The Game Awards happened, and there was this one prominent cast member called Epic Games. You may not have heard. They're a very small team. So they are opening a fight against Steam. Yeah, very interesting. And most of the new indie games are going to come out from the Epic Game Store. With I think how much is their percentage they're giving to the publishers?
88%. 88.
88.
Freaking 88. For comparison, Steam only gives 70. And apparently in probably a genius timing, just before the announcement of Epic Game Store, Steam announced that they are giving more pay cut for top selling Steam games. So if you so it's like a 3-level threshold that is around like I think 10 million or something. It goes on the millions.
Ooh.
You'll need so big
Basically, it
publishers
still
only.
fucks over indies,
Definitely.
the ones who need the pay cut.
Hence, Epic Game Store. Okay, back to the story.
So backstory. Okay, so like everybody was, oh yes, Epic will be our new savior and all. Fast forward to last Monday. So I was like doing some good journalism, and I've noticed that Epic is now owned by Tencent, a very big Chinese tech company, which they own I think like 49%, which actually explains how Tencent owns and the Unreal Engine and all.
Tencent
So
owns what
that
again?
What? Tencent owns Epic and the Epic, basically lah, the whole company. So basically, that's why they can give 88% because they basically have an unlimited amount of money they can give.
Also, please put your hands together and say thank you, Fortnite. Thank you, Fortnite.
Thank you, Fortnite, for inventing the battle royale genre.
No, and I'm not meaning that for jokingly, because a lot of the press releases about things that Epic are doing, like Epic Game Store, and also Epic giving like more pay cut for the Unreal Engine stuff. A lot of them mention that because of Fortnite success. So yeah, thank you, Fortnite. Please.
And new overlord Tencent.
No.
Praise the Lord, Tencent. God damn it. We are the birth of a new cult.
I can't wait till Tencent buys this podcast.
Nice.
I, for one, welcome our new Tencent overlords.
Does it mean we get paid?
I hope so.
89% confirm.
88% of the YouTube money we make off this podcast. Shit.
That's like 2 cents.
Damn.
That's like 2 cents each.
If any. Okay, so what? Oh yeah, I just remember about the Epic Game Store. Some of the indie titles that I remembered are joining the the Epic Game Store exclusive for the time being. One of them is Super Meat Boy Forever, and also Anan's anticipated game from E3 2018, Satisfactory.
It's not exclusive.
Satisfactory is an Epic Games exclusive for now.
I already signed up for the chance to get the alpha. So yeah.
Wow.
So prepare your Epic accounts and also probably play some Fortnite. That's all I'm saying. Okay. So what else about the Epic Game Store?
Other than that, like didn't they like last Wednesday or something that they broke some of the EU laws for privacy notices because they, well, I think if I let me quote it right, they will not share your information to certain parties, but they will keep your information, which is a no-no for the EU, I guess.
Yeah, that's why we all got a shit ton of privacy policy updates.
Mm.
So yeah, that would be interesting to see. Oh yeah, one last tidbit about Epic Games Store. After that, let's move on to the other side of the Daniel corner. You are still on the spotlight. Last thing. Remember Steam Spy?
Yeah.
Apparently, Steam Spy is that person's side project. The main project was to launch Epic Games Store. He is a literal Steam Spy. 4 years in the making, this joke.
God damn.
He is a literal Steam Spy. But yeah, his information are all helpful, so thank you Steam Spy. Again, thank you
Thank you,
Epic Games
Steam
Store.
Spy.
And by that line of thought, thank you Fortnite. Put your hands together. Thank you Fortnite.
And Papa Tencent.
Papa Tencent.
Please sponsor us. Ding.
Please. Hey man, I think they funded the Venom movie as well, if I remember
Oh
correctly.
yeah.
What?
See, thank you, Papa Tencent.
Thank you,
No.
Papa Tencent.
Papa Tencent has to be stopped. Oh boy. So yeah, the last bit of the Daniel corner, which is
Okay, so just a short motorsports corner, I guess, since Formula E is starting out tomorrow.
the video
first
game
shake
racing
is
game.
tomorrow. No,
The
video game racing.
the Mario Kart of Motorsports.
The Mario Kart also. Sad news that there won't be any official broadcasts for us YouTube video viewing folks because we have our own commentators. It's KSI.
Us? Oh.
KSI.
Oh god.
So it will be a trash fire, and I cannot wait to not watch that.
Oh no. Oh no. All hype for Formula E go down. Everyone dislike that. They literally hired some somebody to post a motorsport commentary who probably do not know anything about Formula E aside from Mario Kart.
This looks like Mario Kart.
But
Oh god, what's the name? Genie Boy, yeah. Was it him?
No. Like someone else,
KSI, he does a lot of food what the FIFA
football
Ultimate
stuff.
Team card reaction.
He's an influencer type.
Yeah.
He is an influencer. Sigh. I was really looking forward to the video the Mario Kart of Motorsport because of the one thing that is called attack mode, where
Yeah.
it sounds really cool, whereby that you are sacrificing your apex for more power to your car, which is a very high risk high reward thing. But if you look at for the motorsport purists, they are saying that this is a Mario Kart boost pad. Which is, screw you, Mario Kart sells well, motorsport games, like real sim games, are selling really bad right now, so let's just watch real Mario Kart.
Yeah, man, lots of Mario Kart streamers online.
I guess. Yeah. So I think that's will be the end of the. Now when is it? Oh,
when
it's this weekend. Saturday.
December 15th.
Yep. Formula E doesn't race on a Sunday. It races on a Saturday.
Because they know Sunday is race day for Formula One.
Yeah, they have races in tandem. So.
Alright, so and now begins the WAM Power Hour.
Ooh.
Okay, so where do we start?
Start from the top.
So I guess video games first. I played Smash because, as we all know, Smash came out last week.
What Smash?
Come
Smash
on and
Ultimate.
smash! And go to the smash.
Dude, there's a literal fucking Starbomb song about Smash. It's great. I think about it every time I play it. I'm like, it's time to motherfucking smash. But so yeah, it's a fun game. It's Smash. I don't know what else to say about it. It's good. It's a fighting game, but it's approachable, accessible. You know, you only have you have attack and special, and then all the inputs and shit. My problem is, and we will get to this more in the news, is that they announced Joker as a guest character coming at a later date, and now I cannot enjoy any of the Smash characters because I'm just thinking I want to play Joker so bad. I want to play Joker so bad. God fucking damn it. So yeah, I spent a whole Saturday because you have to unlock individual characters in that game. I was playing with my friend. It's his Switch. And so we were just trying to unlock new characters, and God, that's a chore. You have to
Okay,
fucking
grind.
1v1 them.
Okay, is
Yeah,
it
yeah.
fun show or
No, it is not fun
No.
because the AI is like impossibly hard. Like
Mhm.
I was fucking Ryu and I was fighting Ryu and I kept trying to like chuck him off a cliff and he just kept like getting his way back up. I was like, why? I'm like a Saturday morning cartoon villain. Like, why? Why won't you die, barefoot karate man?
oh my. Like I spend a lot of my time watching people suffering to those things because but as a concept I sort of like it from a spectator point of view where okay you guys are playing multiplayer and then oh yeah I win I beat you or and then challenger approaching. Or now, you are put on the
Yeah.
spot. Now you have to prove yourself. You are the one who going to face this other new character, and if you fail, this character will not be unlocked for the time being. You are put on the spot, and you have to play as the last character you pick. So man, it puts the pressure on. I love it as a spectator, but yeah, I can understand that it would be not so good experience
Annoying.
if you just want to get through all the 74. Is it 74? Around
Yeah,
that
74.
ballpark of characters.
Yeah, 74.
One note though, all hail Jigglypuff the Destroyer.
Oh,
Fucking beast character.
Oh, you mean Sakurai's favorite character?
no, that's Kirby, man.
Yeah, that's
Jigglypuff.
Kirby. Kirby also pretty good.
Hmm.
Jigglypuff is amazing. You can put people to sleep, then pound them off the stage. That's literally how I won like the few matches that I played against the AI. It's just like, hey, put you
That
to
sounds
sleep.
so wrong. Found them off the
Hell
stage.
yeah.
I mean, they...
Domestic abuser Jigglypuff.
Ooh.
Oh boy. Oh boy. Let's not go to that particular topic. Again, remember domestic abuse is bad and please don't stream it while you do it. Especially don't stream it. That's bad. That's terrible. Okay, moving on.
Okay, so other things I did since the last episode, I went to internet jail. Now,
How did you
I
spend your
have-
time there?
I have to preface this that not everyone who goes to internet jail is bad. You know who else has been to jail for their beliefs? Nelson Mandela, Gandhi, and now me. I have been put in internet jail because I chose to die on the most noble of hills, anime titties.
Jail by anime.
Ooh, nice.
Jail
Most
for the-
honorable death.
This is the best Mati Shahid.
Oh no! Oh
man.
boy!
That is going far.
Oh boy!
Blasphemy.
Okay, someone has to put him
so
in
ba-
jail.
Haram.
Basically,
okay.
basically, if you've been following the news lately, fucking Sony has been clamping down on what they deem explicit content. Of all the console releases of Dead or Alive Extreme 3 Scarlet, the censored one is on the PS4. Not even the Switch gets the full Scarlet experience, except maybe the VR mode, because there's no VR on the Switch that we know of. But like they straight up remove certain swimsuits from the PS4 version. And I think they took out the casino as well. You can't buy the gambling pass anymore in Scarlet, so that makes me think that they might have removed the gambling as well. No gambling in no anime titties. And also,
Ooh.
simultaneously, Tumblr has also like suddenly strictened up its rules, where they were like, "Hey, we don't like child pornography," and the audience are like, "Hey, we don't like child pornography." And like, so you agree, child pornography is bad, and the audience are like, "Yeah, child pornography is bad." Like, cool, no more explicit content on Tumblr. Like, wait, what? Nope, nothing at all. I'm like, that doesn't sound right. Like, nope, no explicit content ever at all. And I don't have the quote anymore, but God, it's so fucking stupid, right? Because Tumblr is literally like, they even say it in their statement that Tumblr is a unique place where you can like explore everything like without having to worry about being punished for it. You can do like, that's why we have so much like 18 plus art and fan fiction and all that. But now that's all gone, so that you'll be safe. Like, what the fuck, Tumblr? That makes no sense. And like, we want to protect our community. So basically, I wrote an article condemning all this. Also, they made a post. They have a bot now that scans for dirty posts and flags them if they're explicit. So I am a dirty, not safe for work blog, because apparently my drawings of sharks, chameleons, and Warframe were all deemed not safe for work.
Ooh. There's some very hot sharks, man.
Hell yeah.
Explicit sharks. In
Explicit
triple
Explicit
X.
shark.
Like explicit
So
triple X.
not only was I persecuted for that, but so then I voiced my concern by writing a hot, spicy take on it for the website, as seems to be the only thing I do on the website now, apparently.
Man.
all, all I do is write controversial takes that get me in trouble. And I'm, as of this recording, still on the front page of N4G. Clinging on to the front page. And I'd like to share some of the amazing comments I have received for my journalistic endeavor.
Oh boy, I can foresee the effort that I need to pull down for this. Okay, read on.
To help me read this, I will introduce my new voice, which is totally intelligent commenter.
Oh boy.
To the article writer, every console has had games censored or altered all the time, but I see this concentration on Sony as if they are the only one that has it done. The rush to judge Sony but not other developers or console holders is hypocrisy and the next cross-play outrage. Like, okay? I mean, I literally complained about Nintendo in the article too, but sure. If all consoles are getting games censored or altered, where are you going to run to? The only place is PC. Like, are you seriously trying to slip in a PC master race here? Like, Steam is literally censoring anime titties as we speak. Like, some poor guy at Valve, his job is to like remove games for explicit content. Like, this has been going on for months. But okay, cool reach, bro.
Weird flex, but
I didn't know
okay.
you were. I have my first fan too, who says, "Another one of these opinion pieces, huh?" He didn't say anything else. That's literally all he said. But I'm glad, fan, that you enjoy this crap. Oh, and I have the best one. Where were you with Atari in the 80s? They banned porn games. How about Nintendo until 2017? They have been changing sprites and censoring since the 80s as well. I know it's a shocker that Sony is doing it because they have actually been the most liberal over the years when it comes to content, but you can blame the people that threaten them every time they release something risque. You cry about censoring video games, but I bet you don't cry when people in the real world are censored. Like, oh, cool it, Edward.
Excuse me?
Cool it. First off, I wasn't born in the 80s, so there's that. And secondly, you know what else existed in the 80s? Racism, domestic abuse, sexism. And just because they existed then doesn't mean I want them to exist now. The goal is to make shit better, dipshit. Just because it happened 30 years, holy shit, it's been 30 years. Oh god. Just because it happened 30 years ago doesn't mean it still has to exist now. Look at Blockbuster and the Barisan National Government. They don't exist now either. That had to be thrown there.
Under the bus, specifically under the bus, inside the hole where Fallout 76 resides. Though Fallout 76 is falling down low, or even more as we speak. Alright.
Oh yeah, I can't wait till the next Backgate update while we're discussing this. And the other comment was actually on the site. So hold on, let me pull that one up. Really, this is just me just purely dick measuring contest over the fact that this article gained so much traction. But I just want you to know, for people who say that, you are entirely correct.
Okay.
Okay, this guy's a bit like he's really trying to sound smart. You do know the world is becoming more Orwellian, where companies or the state decide what you can or can't watch, all with the excuse of think of the children and other bullshit notions or sensibilities or feelings, because that's what society is riding on right now. Feelings not what is logical, but what feels good. There was no punctuation, no like full stops or commas in this, so that's why I had to say that all in one breath. Funny thing is, people that decide these kind of things live in glass cages and are nothing more than overly privileged crybabies, like apostrophe S, that want the world to conform to their worldview. On the Tumblr part, let it burn to the ground. It's full of feminists and delusional people that live in their own bubble.
I'm getting the feeling that this person is just riffing on what you are saying. And I'm not sure if it's agreeing or disagreeing, but fine, you have your rights.
I think he's saying, I agree, but I'm also smarter than you. That's what I'm getting from this.
Ayo, come on.
Because
Yeah.
he said the word Orwellian. I read books. I read George Orwell's 1984, which is the same year that Atari banned porn games, in case you didn't know.
Man, too much flexing
Also,
for one podcast. Too much.
Someone called him on his rambling, and he replied with, "What's wrong? You can't take all those facts, or is it you being triggered by my words because it doesn't suit your crybaby antics?"
What? Excuse me?
And that is what happens when you read comments. I'm not saying it's bad, but it's an experience.
Oh no, I'm saying
it is an
if you
experience.
hello listener, if you're listening to this and you are just starting out your blogging career, I recommend don't read the comments. Like, it is not good for your mental health. You have to understand, like, and I challenge a viewer to find this. I will give you like a Steam gift card if you can find my old YouTube channel, because I have been uploading shit to the internet for like almost 20 years. No, not 20 years, but a fucking long time, more than 10 years anyways. And I used to get a shit ton of hate for like stupid things. So I am Havel the Rock in internet form. You cannot break my poise. So yeah, that's internet jail. I'm podcasting from internet jail, evidently. I've been a bad boy.
And punishment will you serve? And while you were in
No
jail,
man, I'm animated Nelson Mandela. That's what I am.
and while you were in jail, explain yourself the next point. How were you in
Yeah,
jail?
Sorry if we're running long. Holy shit. Oh yeah, so here's the thing I did. Video game that I really love, fucking Pokemon. There was a Pokemon festival in Genting. Actually, it's still going on. It's going on until the new year, so check it out if you have the time.
What? That long? God.
Yeah, it's fucking long, dude.
Wow.
Holy shit.
Man.
It's the
Pika,
entire month of
Pika.
December.
Like Pika,
Pika
Pika.
fucking Pika. So they have this giant Pokemon Christmas tree. It's like covered in Pokemon plushies and a monolithic Pikachu, like surrounded by a legion of smaller Pikachu. And at certain times of the day, you get the Pikachu parade, where a parade of mascot Pikachus will come through the shopping mall and go on stage and dance, and you can take photos. It's fucking cool. Like, yeah. So I just finished my finals yesterday, and I was literally just like telling my friends like, hey, do you want to go to Genting right after our finals? And my friend was like, yeah, sure. So we fucking drove off to Genting.
Go to
yeah,
Genting.
so
YNI. Boom. Genting. Arrive.
yeah, just factored in a 2-hour drive. But yeah.
Yeah.
But so coincidentally, the indoor theme park is having its preview where you get it's early access theme park. It's called Skytropolis. So a few of the rides are open. They're really fucking fun. There's one that wasn't open, but you can see it, like them testing it out. It looks like a fucking old one from Bloodborne. Because it's
Whoa.
like, I posted a video of it on Twitter yesterday. If you've been following me on Twitter, like you know everything about my Genting trip because I uploaded like a motherfucker. And then yeah, I'll put the video in the chat. So in case Meck wants to use this for the B-roll. But yeah, imagine basically a pinwheel. And so each person is each person is seated on the edge of that pinwheel, but also they can rotate. So they can rotate while they're on the pinwheel. It looks fucking amazing. Anyways, the ride that I only went on one ride because my friend was like, at first she didn't want to go on any of the rides because it's like this looks scary. A lot of these like really fast rides and stuff, and I managed to wear her down, and she was like, okay, fine, we'll go on one of these rides. And it's like, imagine a half pipe. So it's this giant platform that goes on the half pipe while rotating, and it goes higher and higher each time. It is so much fucking fun, but it feels like a wedgie because you sit on like a bike seat. And sometimes when it goes back, your back is facing the direction that it's going, so it really feels like a wedgie because it's like pulling you by the ass essentially. And the entire time, all I was thinking of was a style meter from DMC3 SSS.
Sensational.
It's getting crazy. Because if you remember, DMC3 had that stupid thing where you jump on the scarecrow and you like bounce around. That's what that felt like. But so yeah, it's a great time to go to Genting if you go this month because you have the indoor theme park and also the Pikachu parade. Fucking go check it out. And thus concludes the WAM Power Hour. Thank you for your collaboration.
WAM has been powered down.
Yep. But now we have another bit of follow-up because as you remember last week we talked about Black Friday casualties and we learned the ballad of Anan's Black Friday.
The setup is
Anan, tell
strong
us
in this
more
one.
about that.
So my Black Friday is now a black hole to my wallet.
Bloody Black Friday.
So yeah, last week I told you guys about my purchase, so around 110 ringgit.
Yeah.
And when the package arrived at Malaysia and FedEx processed that thing,
Mm.
they sent a message saying that I need to pay another 60 bucks. Shit,
Ooh.
another 60 ringgit for
For
import tax and some charges. The thing is, Blizzard insists on using FedEx instead of other courier. Okay, for international package, we have, let's say, the third party companies like DHL, FedEx, UPS, and then there's the like sort of national airmail, EMS. So previously, when I purchase things outside, I have option to use EMS. It's a bit slower, but usually I don't have to pay any tax whatsoever. With FedEx, they'll find any way to get the country to put a tax, and then they will charge on FedEx servicing the tax. So okay, for the privilege of paying your tax, we gotta charge you. Shitty FedEx.
oh boy. So
God damn.
let's recap the cost of getting how many two jerseys? Two Overwatch League jerseys.
Two shirts, yeah, 171 ringgit.
171
First, you gotta give the price of an individual jersey. How
Okay,
much was
break it
that?
down.
Okay.
Break it down.
Okay, price is $6.25, I believe. I'm not sure. So the price for two is $12.50. Shipping
Which
is
is
11.
more or less 50 ringgit. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, and then when it arrive here, I read that usually for items below 500 ringgit, there's no tax. No tax. Okay, but because they ship with FedEx and then they declare as a purchase from a business outside, so they tax it. So the taxation in Malaysia, it counts the value of the item and the shipping cost. So yeah, I'm paying tax on 110 ringgit, which is like 50%, including the FedEx charges on them giving me the privilege of paying my tax duties and stuff, and 5 ringgit tax-free zone entry charge. And like they're just finding reasons to charge me out of my pocket.
And
Shit.
that's
Ooh.
and that total out to
171.
100.
Ooh.
The thing is, I already, let's see, how do I say it? The red flags are already, I already seen the red flags before this, because from European fans who wants to buy Overwatch League stuff, they say, oh, the tax is too expensive. I mean, and then I forgot about that. Rather than I think, okay, Malaysia probably won't tax me that much. I forgot that they deliver using FedEx only. Ouch.
Oh boy.
Mm.
So
I
for those of you
If
wondering,
if they use EMS, there's probably like low chance for me to get tax, to get import duties. They can just declare as gift or something, then I can get it tax free.
But no.
Nope, they just
I'd
had
like
to.
to point out. I'd like to point out for those of you listening at home. So he started with 12.50 because he said it was 6.25 per jersey,
Yeah, sort of. Yeah.
and we ended this adventure at 40.87 USD.
Ooh.
Yep.
Almost
That's-
4 times.
Oh.
The
Yeah.
wonders of international delivery.
now
Yep.
I know why people want to
Capitalism.
now I know why people want to order together for in case of this sort of international purchases, because god damn those taxes. Okay, lesson
Yep.
noted. This is a public service announcement from dia.log, the Camera Matters podcast. Please
If you're
share-
buying, PSA is if you're buying from outside from outside a country, especially if the courier is a third party capitalist courier, make sure you know what you're getting. Okay, if they have option to use let's say their own national mail, USPS or EMS, take that option. maybe slower, but you get easier for your wallet probably. Very likely.
Mhm.
Mm.
Yeah, get a good comrade to deliver your merch for you.
That too.
So
Next.
I'm told we also have an update on the Anan Bloodborne Adventures.
Yay!
Bloodborne Adventures. We should
So,
make a
yeah.
theme song later. Ah.
Yeah, a few
Sling.
days ago,
Mhm.
I'm sort of feeling really stressed. So I fired up the PS4 below, and then create a new character. And within 3 hours from 12 a.m. to 3 a.m., I breezed through all 5 bosses to one try.
Wow.
I mean, I
5
died
bosses.
I died a few times in between, but all the 5 bosses I just went in, just kill, then get out. That's all.
Which 5 bosses are those? Cleric Beast, I'm assuming.
Cleric Beast, Scarlet
Gascoigne.
Gascoigne, Dark Bloodstaff Beast, Dark Beast Paul, and Viscount Media.
Ah, nice. I love that about FromSoft games. You can just start a new character and just it's still fun to do it on the second go.
Yeah. I mean, I have no problem starting a new character and go through that again. That's how good this game is.
Hell yeah. I feel like Anan is the mascot of git-gud.
So that
So I
means
guess we
that
should.
mean that, hold on.
Oh, no,
So that means
no, your
if
thing.
oh yeah, am I losing you? Hello.
No, you're not. No, I can hear you.
I was just saying that. So if Anan is the mascot of Get Good Games, why am I the master of bad games?
Yeah, exactly. You are the sacrificial lamb we send to play the shitty games. Think about what you've done this year. You've gone Metal Gear Survive, Fallout 76.
Oh boy. Daniel
The
is
start and
our
the end of the year.
Daniel is our dedicated trash connoisseur.
Trash hobo, yeah. Trash hobo Daniel.
Trash hobo Daniel looking for diamonds in the rough. Usually just trash.
Yeah, usually just trash.
It's okay. You're looking for trash. I'm the guy who's looking for dumpster fires. So
I mean someone has to take one for the team. Someone has to take one for the team. Like I'm taking one for PUBG. God damn it, you guys.
Ouch.
Damn it. God damn it. God damn it.
thank
Ah!
you, PUBG guys, for the review code.
Now we get to see Meck suffer.
Meck Suffer Part 2. I haven't talked about my experience in PUBG Mobile yet. When
Oh,
that's for the next season of dia.log. You hear that in 2019.
you need to write the definitive PUBG article. Like I have played every version of PUBG that exists.
No, please do not send me under the hole that long. I need air. I must not suffer.
You're like
alone.
2/3 of the way there, so it's fine. Anyways, I guess we should move on to the news.
News. Yeah, let's move on to the news. So
Said the main news is Game Awards. We got a bunch of shit from the Game Awards.
a lot of world premieres.
Oh, God.
Premieres.
So as we
Oh yeah,
briefed
didn't
earlier,
even talk about Devil May Cry.
yeah, that's why we are putting it here. So there's too many to go through one by one for this episode. And from my count,
Okay,
it was like 27. And from that, I've already listed down to a smaller list for the rest of the panel to have a look. And from there, please select one. We go from there.
Okay, you guys selected while I talk about Devil May Cry then. 'Cause
So
we
WAM
got
selected.
shit on.
WAM selected
selected?
Devil May Cry.
Surprising no one.
No one.
Yeah, so we fucking got V's trailer, the third playable character for Devil May Cry. As everyone suspected, he's kind of like a necromancer essentially, because he summons 3 characters that can attack for him, and they move independently from him. and they are all suspiciously similar or named after Devil May Cry 1 bosses, which
Yeah.
lead us to more questions about who V is.
Yeah.
He's got his bird, Griffin,
Mhm.
also known as Flock of Featherface. He's got the black
the
like
Black Panther.
The
yeah, it's a Black
Panther.
Panther. I can't remember what its name in DMC1 is, but yeah, it's an enemy from DMC1. And most interestingly, he's got this giant golem thing called Nightmare, which is a straight up a boss from DMC1. But in DMC1, it's like a giant like cum stain, whereas now it's a golem. So also there's a cool bit in the trailer where his hair turns white. You're like, oh shit! So everyone. Most interestingly though, if you remember, there were rumors of Devil May Cry 5 having multiplayer, and after the Game Awards, they've revealed that kind of yes ? It has multiplayer. So
Question
it
mark.
has got a Dark Souls style system where other people playing the same level as you can appear in your game, except they can interact with some of the shit in your game, but it's not an invasion. It's what they call the cameo system, which is the most Devil May Cry thing ever. Basically, in the trailer, you can see sometimes, like, if you're playing as V, for example, you'll see Nero or Dante in the background, and they can, like, throw enemies towards you and stuff as well. And after they leave, you can rate each other's style based on the cameo, and you get rewards for it, which is really fucking cool. There's no confirmation whether you can like choose who you play with, but
Seems
just the fact that
unlikely.
they called it seems unlikely, but it seems pretty cool. Also, like, important missions will not have the cameo system, like certain story parts. I'm guessing it's probably going to be more of some missions have the cameo and most of them don't, though.
Yeah.
Because it looks like mainly the big open areas.
I like to think that when the cameo system kicks in, when like two characters meet to fight, that should be like, wow, this is good. This is like a big set piece. And then, we can have online players coming in. If you do not play online, you'll get the ghost from the game's developers styling with you.
Oh, they confirmed that, is it?
Yep.
I just know that it can be ghost data. I thought it was more like
It's
I thought it was
ghost.
just like if the connection is bad, they just pre-download the player's ghost.
It's ghost data from the developers built in. So yeah, you get to see the
That's
developer
cool.
styling. So yeah, now that's one speak for now. Anan or Daniel, who wants to go first, and who has this one selected?
Game Awards, right?
Hmm?
Yeah.
Yeah, Game
Not
Awards.
Yeah, on the
so
Game Awards.
None other than the other worlds, I guess.
Dun, dun,
AK
dun,
Fallout
dun,
New Vegas.
dun,
Outer
dun,
Worlds!
dun. From the creators of the original Fallout and the developer
And
of
the good
Fallout
Fallout.
New Vegas.
They just have to rub it in.
Rub it in, or okay, Daniel, what you have to say about this?
Well, like I said, it's basically Fallout New Vegas space, and I'm already on
Space
board.
Vegas.
Space Vegas, yeah.
Starfield.
Yeah, I can't believe they fucked two Bethesda games at once. Like they straight up were like,
Imagine.
fuck 76 and fuck Starfield.
Woo. Yeah, in case you haven't checked the gameplay, it looks a lot like Fallout New Vegas style. And yes, you can kill everyone and the quest will find a way to resolve itself.
Oh yeah.
You can recruit party members, but you can recruit party members. Unfortunately, they are not romanceable, but it's okay. Obsidian are not known for doing romance stuff, but they do like
Oh,
silly
God.
black humor stuff. What else? It's running on Unreal, and it looks
Oh, that's
better
good.
than Fallout right now. Still,
Anything is better than Fallout now.
Yeah, pretty
still,
much.
it still looks janky. Let's not put it that way. It looks janky, but it is what we all wanted from the next Fallout game. This is what we
Yes.
actually want.
Also, stat check dialogues.
Oh yeah, stats and dialogue.
And you can play as a dumb guy, and all dialogue becomes like a dumb guy's dialogue.
Oh,
Your-
mm,
and they will
miss that
react
so
like,
much.
"Oh, you are a dumb guy." Intelligence low, you play as a dumb guy.
oh, oh my god, I miss that so much.
Dude, I fucking hated Fallout 4. Fallout 4 has a fucking sarcasm button. I hate it so much. It reminds me of
Yes.
all those people who have shirts that say like, "I'm fluent in sarcasm." Like, fuck off. Fuck off. Like, you just press square anytime someone says something.
Yeah. Yes. No. Question. Sarcastic. Yes. Oh, no, I'm done.
Okay,
Uh,
Anan, what's your thing?
How about I go first for now? Because I do not know where to go from this because those are some good picks. How about Mortal Kombat 11? Because
Okay,
of
wait,
that,
before you talk about Mortal Kombat 11, you have to discuss the reveal. Like, you have to
That
explain
is-
how it was revealed.
that is what I want to do. Thing is, it was a great bait and switch. Ed Boon appeared on stage. Everybody was like, "Oh, Mortal Kombat time! Mortal Kombat, Mortal Kombat!" Remember, the context is we should have gotten a Mortal Kombat game by this year. If the pattern, if you look at the patterns between Mortal Kombat, Injustice, Mortal Kombat X, Injustice 2, so people were anticipating about this. But we never got any word from Ed Boon. So when Ed Boon appears on stage, Mortal Kombat, Mortal Kombat, Kombat, Mortal, and then he appears, and then he reads out, and the nominees for the best sports / racing game is everybody like, oh, he's just there for the announcement, for the nomination, huh? So what? Okay, let down blackout. And then everything blackout, and then lightning strikes, and then you see the Mortal Kombat logo, and everything. Whoa! Mortal Kombat!
Ooh.
It's a great bait and switch, man. That's a great bait and switch. Looking at the reactions of everyone who wanted a Mortal Kombat announcement and then didn't get, and they got it anyway. Yes.
Oof.
It's a CG trailer. So nothing too special, nothing too revealing right now. But at least it shows the flavor of what the game is. Gore is back in very gory way. I mean, you get to see. I forgot. Was it Scorpion who was just on the spine at one point of the trailer where they fight, while a rap song by 21 something, I
21
forgot the rap guy,
Savage,
21
whatever.
Savage was rapping, which is
Yeah, it was Scorpion versus Raiden.
Raiden, Red Thunder Raiden. I mean, he's always Thunder, right? Red Raiden. And then when everything settles down and Scorpion was basically a bag of meat flesh, another Scorpion appears and pulls up his trademark harpoon, get over here, stuff like that, suggesting time travel and customizable characters.
No, man, I think they're
Ooh.
going full smash. I think we're gonna get Scorpion and Kid Scorpion.
And Scorpion from DC Universe vs Mortal Kombat for no good reason.
Nice.
Man, Injustice Scorpion is fucking cool. I don't know if you've seen that design, but
It just a Sub-Zero is cool. I mean,
I haven't
yeah,
seen that.
Sub-Zero is cool, but yeah, that one's okay. Yeah, more to be revealed in January. It will be out in April, so yeah, we'll wait and see. And apparently, we might have lost Anan for some reason or another.
no, I muted him just now because he was casting Aeroga into the microphone. We can hear you, Anan. Yeah.
It's okay. Hold
Yeah.
on. Right.
Yeah. Because we were picking up like you were driving through a tunnel in your Lamborghini or something, so we had to mute you because the wind noise was getting overpowering.
Okay,
Sorry,
Anan,
sorry.
are you back? Back to
Is it okay now?
probably.
Uh,
We have a lot of interference in this episode. I have to apologize in advance, but sure, let's go through. What's your pick, Anan?
My pick.
Uh,
Okay, my pick is something that I haven't played, which is Persona 5.
okay. I mean, we all
Oh,
wanted to
announcement,
talk
yeah.
about this. The literal
Yeah.
last surprise.
Last about the thing, I was watching this live with Yong Ye, and
Ah.
when the screen blacked out, I'm like, okay, they're going to make an announcement, and then the Take Your Heart logo came out. I recognize this thing. And then when Joker's face appeared, I'm like, okay, this guy is from Persona. Or what kind of announcement they will make? Then will he flip the envelope showing the Smash logo? I'm also hyped, even though I didn't play Smash, I didn't play Persona 5. That's how good the announcements.
yeah, the announcement was so
But
fucking cool.
hyping up,
Right? It's
yeah,
literally
so cool.
they played the soundtrack, the Life Will Change, which is like the most hype song in the Persona soundtrack.
Mhm.
And they're like just the voice actors like talking to each other for a bit where they're like, I can't believe you infiltrated the Game Awards. And they're like, yeah, after all, that's what a phantom thief does, steal treasure. And they were like, oh, did you send the calling card? And he goes, no, we were invited. And the Smash envelope comes out. And oh, it's so fucking cool. That's why I said, like, now I can't play Smash like sincerely because I'm just like, I want Joker to be out so bad. I want to play as Joker.
Yeah, boy. And yeah, that is basically the last surprise. We never see it coming.
Oh,
It-
one important thing about it though, canonically from the Smash lore, if you care about this, Joker stole his invite to be in Smash. So now everyone's speculating who he stole it from. And you can guess the main answer is everyone's go-to answer is Waluigi.
Of course. And last one fun
Joker is
fact.
the reason Waluigi. Yeah.
One last fun
Fun
fact.
fact, bro.
The announcer from of Smash Ultimate, same VO as Joker. That's all I have to say.
And
The same person.
important news though, because so Smash is getting DLC fighter packs, which are they said all characters who've never been in Smash before. So, if you're watching this, leave a comment. Tell us what you think is going to be the next Smash character. My money is on Solaire probably because there's a Solaire amiibo already.
Solar is popular. I've heard some saying Doom Guy, which is very interesting.
Yeah, because he's on Switch. Yeah.
Uh-huh. My wild pick
You know,
would...
I no, your wild pick first.
My wild pick would be nobody Lewis Hamilton, which is Will Smith in a racing suit, which will never happen.
Okay, we need to follow up on Will Smith corner because now he's in the YouTube rewind apparently.
He's stealing everyone's heart. No, he's stealing everyone's dislike and combine it into one concentrated video.
It's like Wreck-It Ralph 2 is the autobiography of Will Smith, apparently.
Okay.
Like, he is the real Wreck-It Ralph.
Obligatory Will Smith follow-up. Okay.
But yeah, so I would say, as much as I know it's if there was a Dark Souls thing, it would probably be Oscar or Solaire. I kind of want Havel the Rock to be the Dark Souls Wakil because his moveset is a Smash character. Like his weapon is a giant dragon tooth that he swings like a golf club. He's a fucking Smash character. He's a fucking Smash character, Nintendo. Put him in the game.
On that note,
Put him in the fucking game.
On that note, Tarkus S trophy and assist trophy.
Oh yeah, he kicks you off the edge.
Tarkus. Okay, that should be it then. Game Awards. A lot of good announcements.
That's the Game Awards. Okay, so assorted news headlines. The new waifu update. Since last week we got Reddit famous with our waifu corner because someone posted a photo of Meck's takkan Melayu hilang di dunia ini joke.
Yeah, shout out to Hang Nico, the Finland Silat master.
Yep, glasses Megane. So now Tekken has also jumped in with new Tekken characters. Marduk. Which one's Marduk? I've not seen Marduk.
Marduk
I
is
think mine is old character.
all of these are the ones I've listed are all old characters returning from the Tekken series. So Marduk is the big muscly
they're-
guy.
Oh, totally not Sagat. Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
So
Armor
we have
and
Marduk.
Armor King is totally not king.
Yeah,
He has a spike
No,
armor.
man. It's like Shinryu. It's fine. And Julia,
Julia,
but they've done
freaking-
something to Julia. So what did they do to Julia, Meck?
They need to open a Patreon, right?
Yeah, you can subscribe to her Patreon and you can subscribe to her stream, which is going live right now. Please don't write on the chat show feed, and please do not donate for that. She won't be entertaining your fetishes, but she will be looking forward to show all of the Tekken fights live on stream right
Wait,
in front
what's
of
the
the
URL?
camera.
I need to know this. I need to know this. What's the URL?
I hope that there is one exists for her. Please make one.
Oh, I thought that was an actual promo thing they were doing where they were like, oh, she's streaming.
Man, that would be cool. Like the literal the character is streaming on Twitch on like twitch.tv/Tekken or something. That would be literally cool. Interesting
I
fact.
know more virtual.
Interesting fact. Julia Chang has quite an arc. Before this, she was a luchador in Mars called JC. Stands for Julia Chang if you don't know. So she has a lot of arcs. And she is mostly a Native American environmentalist. And now she's a streamer for one reason or another. Yeah, that's cool.
She went from saving the outside to never going outside. Cool. Yeah, the only thing they showed about her was at the start. She's like, "I'm starting my stream, Winku," and okay, to me, she's just inferior Futaba. So
She wants to be Futaba. She's inspired by Futaba. So she hangs up her
Futaba
luchador mask.
cosplayer.
She hangs up her luchador mask to become a Futaba cosplayer. That's Julia Chang.
Mm-hmm.
Next.
Oh yeah, she really does change a lot between the games.
I mean, she does
I
have
did a quick Google.
she does have the Megane look for quite a while, but this is very pronounced.
Yeah, now they've really gone in on the whole like gamer girl aspect. So fucking Monster Hunter won Best RPG at the Game Awards. And the producer of the game, Ryozo Sugimoto, was just like, well, this is a surprise. We have an announcement in a few days, so check that out. And so we checked it out. And it was first off, there's a bunch of new monsters. Kulturov is essentially getting reworked into Arc-Tempered Kulturov. Arc-Tempered no Gigante is the final big content update for the game. Because also Jerry of Riverdale is going to be in the game. No one cares about that.
Oh, Jerry! God damn it! That took me all a while. Oh, no, Jerry from Riverdale and also Soul Calibur 6, just in case people didn't get that. From Poland, something, some Poland guy make it. Okay.
Yeah, but so they announced new expansion, Monster Hunter World Iceborne. Which is new area.
Born.
The new area to explore with new monsters, and most importantly, are you ready, fucking Monster Hunter fans? G rank. For those of you who don't know, G rank is like a whole other level for Monster Hunter. Monsters get even harder. You get cooler armor sets, and basically every time a new Monster Hunter World comes out without G rank, all the comments are when's G rank. And now you get it. It's gonna be paid DLC. So for console players, you don't have to worry about, presumably you won't have to buy the full version, a full price game again, hopefully.
Yeah, it seems like more like a
comes
DLC
out-
right now.
Yeah, that's the phrase they use. They say it's paid DLC. So we have that to look forward to. Comes in autumn next year. More news will come out in spring. I'm hoping that because Sony likes Southeast Asia and Malaysia now, and they've come to Malaysia before, maybe you can hook up a certain games journalist whose likeness you use for your slides with an early build of Iceborne. Maybe, maybe
Man,
very successful article reviewing Monster Hunter World.
another
Sony,
callback.
buddy, pal, comrade.
Man, this episode is just callbacks and greatest hits of dia.log. Great. Even the technical difficulties managed to sneak in. Man, this is the biggest.
All coming back.
All coming back for one last hurrah. Okay.
And then other story, Soulja Boy made a game console.
Please don't buy.
Someone needs to explain it.
Please don't
Because
buy.
I don't fucking know what
Please
this
don't buy.
is.
So I'll just explain it like briefly. It's basically those Chinese knockoff consoles that you get at the supermarket for like $200 or 300, depending on the store. But this one
Mhm.
is branded by Soulja Boy, so it's expensive.
You.
Yeah, it's basically those knockoff consoles, but just slap in a Soulja Boy logo on it.
And the logo's terrible as well. God damn. That one.
I cannot see the logo anywhere.
And it's-
Anywhere.
Yeah.
And even the logo is just right. Soldier Watch or something. God, the branding is off as well.
Soldier game.
Soulja game.
Soldier. God damn, man. No.
Just so
Please.
I need to
no.
read this paragraph from Digital Trends. Legality aside, the Soldier game doesn't appear to run the games very well.
On the website, one of the promo images uses a promo art from Burnout Freaking Revenge. That
Holy, it's not just one console, it's multiple consoles because there's also the Soldier game handheld.
man, that just rustled my jimmies too hard, man. God damn it! Don't buy. No, not even for curiosity's sake. No, don't.
Just do. I can't wait till someone makes a fake Soldier game. I'll buy the shit out of that.
Okay, now that would be interesting.
Because you can't sue for shit, Soldier Boy. Considering you have stolen Nintendo games in there. But yeah, and now our final big story of the day. The Kind of Funny Games Showcase. Which had 69 games. We're not gonna fucking go through all these games. Meck has worked very hard to write an article about the 69 announcements. You go check it out there.
On gamermatters.com. So the story was, I woke up one day and saw like, hey, the Kind of Funny Game Showcase have already broadcasted. I like to see what the games are, and I look at some articles that managed to cover it and say, hey, how come they didn't cover all of this? Oh, I can cover all of this. And then I look at the YouTube the YouTube archive of the show, and then I saw the title writes Kind of Funny Games Showcase, Judgment, The Walking Dead, and other 67 announcements. And it's like, it can't be that. I don't think it could be 69 proper announcements. I should count it all. And then I watched the whole thing, and then I list down all the 69 game announcements, and thankfully, Kind of Funny was on point. There was really 69 game announcements. Nice. And then I decided to do a whole article with all the 69 game announcements, and I regret the whole day over. I basically did a 69 in one article. And boy, if you open that article on gamermatters.com, it loads very slowly because all of the images and the YouTube links all in one place. But hey, there's a lot of good indies. Let me just say some of the interesting titles, starting with Fight Night.
Yes, Fight Night.
Fuck yeah, Fight Night. Imagine if Doom, but Dark Souls aesthetic.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
And
plus
fisticuffs.
JoJo.
And fisticuffs. A lot of dope Ipo style bot and weaving. That too.
It's Yeah, it's basically a 90s style like first person shooter with the whole dungeon crawly aesthetic, but also you punch it and all. Can we talk about how Fight Night looks like the character Fight Night, which is also a really good name by the
Yeah,
way.
it's really good.
Fight Night's design looks fucking amazing. Like that is how you design a main character.
Oh yeah,
I'm
and
gonna
you
put an image.
have you look at the board when they fight when Fight Night fights a named enemy, it goes into a
Yeah.
fighting game screen, and it literally goes
Mhm.
Fight Night versus that enemy, and the enemy like one of the opening like how do you say it? Yeah, that image. Yeah, that one you shared, Wam. That is
The
what I'm talking
notorious
about.
RIB.
Fight Night versus the Notorious RIB. A punny name in a fighting game style versus screen. That is
Nice.
all. That is an aesthetic. Fight Night.
Yep, and you have like special attacks, and one of them is a fucking stand rush. Like I was watching the Super Best Friends play, and I was like, "How has no one made the joke yet?" How and Sunny Bully comes out of nowhere like, "Oh no!" God bless Fight Night. That looks like an amazing game. Kind of gives me motion sickness watching other people play it. I hope
Whoa.
they fix that in the final.
Yeah, the
Like,
bobbing and
maybe
weaving
it
is
just-
cool.
Yeah, it looks pretty cool. Any other games that you saw? Because that's the only one that I read on your
Boyfriend.
like, fucking
Boyfriend Dungeon. I think you guys would like
Oh, is
this.
Boyfriend Dungeon. Like,
the SWAT waifu, SWAT husband
Yes,
game.
yes, dungeon
Oh,
crawler,
yes.
but you can date your weapons. That's basically the pitch.
holy shit!
Dungeon
Holy
crawler,
shit!
but you can date your weapons, and the weapons are pretty hot when they turn into their humanoid version. And
The Cutlass dude.
there's
is-
Cutlass
yeah,
dude,
Mhm.
Dagger
his name's
lady.
Sunder. Yeah. Beyblades. That's what the Kickstarter says.
I think there's like a K-pop weapon or something like that.
Yeah,
Nice.
laser saber.
Yeah, the
Nice.
K-pop laser saber. Of all
Yeah.
things.
The dagger is Valeria, and yeah, she's wife.
Wife.
Yeah, you can date
There's
boys,
a
girls, and the
Tumblr,
non-binary.
Oh yeah, there is. Yeah, the non-binary character is a Guandao, the best of weapons.
Ooh.
Oh, there's a Scythe, also a non-binary character who is a Scythe. Hella cool. Leia the hammer, and a Bara axe. Hell yeah!
I mean, part visual novel, part dungeon crawler. You can date your weapons. How good of a pitch there is. I think you guys would like it. So I have to mention that. So there, boyfriend dungeon. This one.
It looks like Dream Daddy meets
Yeah, Dream Daddy, but put a dungeon crawler.
RPG. Dream Daddy the RPG. That's
Diablo
Yes.
Dream Daddy.
oh my god. The best description ever. I'm on the Kickstarter page right now. Temperature changing boyfriend dungeon master mugs of infinite thirst.
Damn it. All the right SEO is the right SEO terms.
Also, you get body. Okay, I feel like a new bar has been set between this and what's the Squire game called again?
Love Esquire.
Love Esquire.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
between
fine.
these two games, your Kickstarter game, if it features a harem, must include a body pillow because you can get boyfriend dungeon body pillows. It comes with you can get talwa or dagger, which is the cutlass and the dagger, and it's reversible, so you either get them as their weapon form or their human form.
You can fuck. You can hug your.
Well, you can probably fuck them as well.
Well, that's a Freudian
Let's
slip.
leave
But
it in.
I'll let it through. Miss, that's a slip. Yeah, hug your sword tight.
I don't normally like Dex builds, but that's a sexy dagger. So I may have to abandon hammers for. Oh, Leah's kind of cute too, but we'll see. Also, there's a cat if you're into that.
Yep, there's a cat as well. So, I think this one would be weird, but I like it. This is called Disco Elysium. Imagine
Gotta look this up now. That's an amazing name as well. Yeah, go on.
imagine an isometric RPG, but it's a detective game. That's the whole pitch.
Huh.
It's an isometric style RPG with dialogue choices, skill checks, and all. But you're not fighting, you are uncovering a mystery, searching for clues.
Mhm.
It's an interesting thing to do. It's sort of like if you familiar with the recent Call of Cthulhu game. That one is like an FPS horror game but with RPG elements. No, not FPS, first person RPG with horror elements. But this is an isometric
Mhm.
detective game with RPG elements. So something along those lines. It's
Interesting.
it's an interesting way of approaching things. I'm not sure if I would play this, but I'm glad that this exists.
Interesting.
Do we have more time? Because
Then we can probably fit one more. Yeah.
let's go with okay, this is one fun thing. Moving out. It's literally called moving out.
Moving on.
Oh yeah.
You are tasked on moving furniture and moving stuff so you can move out, but the way you move those things can lead to hilarious circumstances. You have to avoid cameras. You have to avoid laser beams while you move your sofa with your other friend. You have to cross the road. You have to traverse a flood. If anything fails, you just throw it out through the glass wall and into the lorry, and it will be fine. I'm
God
expecting
damn, I love the character designs. They're really cute.
the way I'm taking that if it takes off, it will be the next Overcooked. Hilarious
Yeah.
co-op game
Yes.
with a simple premise, but not outstanding, but out of the world circumstances. I mean, that's how Overcooked 2 does things. It's a cooking game, but the kitchen is very crazy. You have to cook on the
Yeah.
on two hot air balloons. So stuff like that. I think Moving Out has those kind of vibes. So yeah, that's interesting. Also made by an Australian developer, SMG Studio. Shout out to them.
Are they a subsidiary of Machine Gun Studios? Because SMG Studios.
Probably not, but yeah, I played one of their mobile games before. It was called One More Line, and when I played it to one of my nerdy friends, he kept on saying that I'm drawing loci for no good reason. It brought him mathematics phobia or something. He kept on seeing loci. Why are you drawing loci things? Because it's like a one-touch game where you slingshot, where you stuck into a point of it's a one-touch game where you look it up. One More Line. It's on mobile. It's free. I have no words to describe it, but it looks good. So yeah, that's it then.
Yeah, so that's the podcast, which leaves us with the important question of what's going on the thumbnail, aside from WAM POWER HOUR edition.
Man, this has been a wild ride. Anan cast Aeroga, the Echo make a guest appearance.
Oh, that's yeah, you can do the Kingdom Hearts health bar, but a Titan GTX.
Okay. What else? Okay, WAM POWER HOUR in a jail next to Nelson Mandela. Man, this is hard, man. We are going way too much.
Maybe the Epic logo with Tencent.
Thank you, Fortnite.
Thank you. Thank you for that.
I need
That's
to put
perfect.
I need to put the two hands together emoji a lot then. Thanks for
Yeah.
yeah.
what else? Pika Pika. A row of
Yes.
a row of Pikachus. A parade of Pikachus.
Uh-huh. If you're
FedEx
feeling extra
logo,
Rajan, one
dollar logo.
What again?
FedEx logo with dollar sign.
FedEx. FedEx bill.
Yes.
Oh boy, I need to write down all the countdowns of how you got that sort of surcharge. That would be interesting.
And then oh, we need Papa Meck. Papa Meck needs to be part of the thumbnail.
Yes.
I was going to
Oh, no, you
suggest.
get
Yeah.
you do Nana but pakai tudung.
I can do that, but I was going to suggest putting my two better my two female woolies. Basically, for Monster Hunter World, I made the exactly same character as well. So she's also another black girl with green hair.
Yeah. So it's those two girls, and in between them is Nana pakai tudung. Yeah.
Yes. Nana sudah berhijrah. Oh boy.
That sounds like a good thumbnail. So social links, I guess.
Social links.
Hello. If you're listening to this, I'm in internet jail right now, but you can follow me at Whammerol on Twitter for updates for when I get out of internet jail. I'm also on Facebook, Cruise Crusader Whammerol. I'm on Tumblr, but not sure for how much longer because, as we all know, I'm a dirty, not safe for work artist, which means that my account's in danger. Then what else we have? Yeah, that's about it really. So follow me. Oh, Patreon. Yeah, chuck me some money on Patreon because I need to buy stuff. Daniel.
You can follow me on Twitter at fleekyfl4ky_. And I won't be in Malaysia at the time recording anyway, because I will be at Thailand until, well, by the time you hear this, I'll probably be back. So this is actually useless. So Anan.
Sawadee.
Nope.
No,
Nah.
Anwan's new thing is no social links.
no social links anymore.
No, he spent a lot on the Aeroga spell. So no. How did?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. I'm just double checking if I pronounce Aeroga right because I confused with Eroge for some reason.
No, I cast Aeroga. He casts Aeroga.
I
Okay, now that needs to be on the thumbnail now.
My God, I have like two Freudian slips and both of them are naughty related and I have to be punished for my sins and I have been Amirul Mekronos Ashraf. You can find me mostly everywhere with that name, Meckronos, but mostly active on Twitter. And this has been dia.log, the Gamer Matters podcast. Stay tuned for the next episode, the next 2 weeks. You will also hear a special podcast, but it is not a regular dia.log episode. It's the Gamer Malaya and Gamer Matters 2018 Game of the Year Awards, the Jimmies.
Jimmy.
The Jimmies. So basically, you will hear us again. But this time, we are prepared. We have cliff notes. We made arguments.
God.
We will be debating. We will be killing our babies to determine what games will win what awards. What the awards are will be announced later and you will find out soon enough. But if you want to hear us doing the deliberations, the process on how we got through the list, we might have like a 2 to 3 hour episode of us bickering non-stop, arguing about waifus. Hopefully it will be a true argument, not a back down like last time.
Oh god. fuck all.
All waifus are good waifus.
And that's why we removed that category this year. But yeah, stay tuned for that. That will be some interesting content for you. We have some opinions about games. That's why we don't talk about the winners about the Game Awards. We have our own. This has been dia.log, the Game and Matters podcast. And remember, put your hands together. Put your hands together and say thank you, Fortnite. And thank you, Fortnite. And that song.
Padaru.
Da na 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 na. Da 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 da.
We're still going.
That's the end.